Other promises mamuni na akwaba edeba Akroma TV so mamuni sa Akroma TV de ko de ba na bini abibi edeba mo fast forward the boru and say ma de na ko so ye boewre mu e Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na kache mamuni say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onankasa ne ba bema miracles tembia ne de okotena TV so anase radio so de na tembia no Oka ni mapapa efa onankasa ne papa ho Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono na wakwa pie mu TV so a chese all the facts and figures e de akwakoto ho no mu defending onankasa ne party New Patriotic Party Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say in 8 years under the MPP we had just 8 weeks of power crisis. By the time we handed over there was no dumso we miracles aboaje na okeka sansem we nyina no o say time omo betina akonya so 8 years ni nyina no 8 weeks pe na omunya power crisis the akani nyina was constant electricity for the good people of the Republic of Ghana or say claims blaming the current persistent outages entirely on the NDC government yes see NDC for no omo na mo buy chese omo betina akonya so no John Dramani Mahama ni 120 days no dumso no echembe de wo ho entodofo we na yensema aidija ewo NDC4 akache breaking news kesi ya NPP4 ho a meje ne nyina bre o Akroma TV so dofo manko na yenko de asem we nyina nchi mu mbra isia.
In 8 years we had energy crisis for 8 weeks. In 8 years we had energy crisis for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 weeks. That is fact. As at the time we're handing our power to you, we didn't have any energy crisis in this country. We didn't have doomso. I haven't had power in my neighborhood for 3 days. Okay, I never experienced it in 8 years. So it's okay because you are very comfortable to come and sit on TV and say, oh, it's the same. It was there. The people who are experiencing it know,
they know
that the kind of doomso that the Ashanti region are experiencing is unbearable. Go to the industrial area. Some of the factories are beginning to run, a lean stuff because they can't have power. So what good is it to us if you remove 1% e-levy and you can't give us power? Even at the time when you cannot give us the power, you have increased it by 14%. So think about it. E-levy is by choice.
Yeah.
I can decide to work and go and give my money to engineer.
Yeah.
But for electricity,
you have to pay.
You have to pay.
Once you are consuming.
Once you are consuming. So you remove 1% e-levy and say, oh, clap for us. We've done well. We are going to use this to reduce hardship and make doing business easy. Then you come and increase electricity by 14%. So these things are things that we need to highlight and get the government to say, listen, we need you to fix these things. I mean, when it comes to these things, I don't do politics with it because it affects everybody. All of us, we are all doing businesses. And when this thing goes down, we are all happy. Like I've seen the dollar and the CD. I am excited because honestly speaking, if the dollar comes to 5 cedis, I am happy. The NDC will go to opposition in 2028 not because of the dollar. They are incompetent in so many other areas. So if they can fix doomso and fix the dollar for us, we'll be happy. We won't say, oh, if they do it, no. There's so many ways that will knock them out of government.
Thank you, Dennis.
In 8 years, we had energy crisis for 8 weeks. In 8 years, we had energy crisis for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 weeks. 8 weeks. That is fact. I think that in the last 120 days, the reality, not these theories, the reality is that we've been saddled with a group of people who have been disturbing our ears with lamentations and complaints. Almost all of them. It's as if the government came into office without a plan, without a strategy. It's almost beginning to look as if all the things they were saying, which was giving the Ghanaian people hope, that they were going to, or they were an alternative, or they had alternative solutions to some of our challenges, were just rhetorics. And that they really didn't have any concrete plan. So you listen to the cocoa board CEO, who is moving from one cocoa farm to the other with this leather chair. And the farmers tell him that you promised that specifically, that cocoa should be 6,000 per, and shouldn't be 3,000. Why haven't you done it? And then he says, since we came, we realized that there's a lot of mess in cocoa board, and the way cocoa board is a mess, it will be difficult for us to increase. So what was the indicators based on which you made that promise? It's a big worry. So I've been in the past week playing videos of the energy minister, what he said when he was ranking member, and what he's saying now as minister. And sometimes I feel very sad for him because you listen to him and it's like he's debating himself. He's disagreeing with himself. Things that he said. Today, he's fighting those same things and saying that those things are not true, they cannot be right. And you ask yourself, but who are you disagreeing with? And you realize it's himself.
Well, now he's in power, and so he has a better appreciation of the prevailing conditions.
And that is an indication of what we should expect. That, for me, is my assessment of the 120-day period. That tells you that the government didn't come into office with a plan. They came into office on the back of lies. Promises that they believed were going to sound nice in the ears of the voter just to get the votes. Now you are struck with reality. And so in the past 120 days, at best, what I think they would have been doing would be to adjust to the reality of the day and now look out for ways to deal with the situation.
Out of four, when in Sema, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on Nankasa Neba, miracles Abuaji na waba abontin or say John Dramani Mahama NDC for no 120 days ni die akwaye say omoba power mu no omanfa plan bi amba. It's like they just came into power without any plan. When nsema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onankasa ne ba abontin a wasani die gu social media so ameso be ni nyina do say John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for no moba akundwum power no omanfa plan bi amba nti omo 120 days ni nyina no chese ayentro ene niama ensem fatanko na ekoso ewo party no dofo momayenko na yentu asomra tisia.
I mean, I hear council say we have decided to give ourselves 75 and I'm asking, how do you decide? You don't decide to give yourself marks or score. You don't take that decision.
You can't be judged and jury.
No, even those who will be doing their assessment, they will not decide to. It will be based on what you have done. And I look at some of the things, and you realize that the tangibles have not been done. If you look at it critically, and I'm not saying this. I mean, there are so many things I could hold the NDC on, but facts is what I'm stating. The things that would really push us. They have not been fulfilled. And you know why? Those things are difficult for you to do in 100 days, 120 days. Yeah. So let's launch this. That has been done. Let's launch a Jumeirah. If you launch a Jumeirah, that is nothing. Okay, even as you do the launching, nobody knows where the funding is, whether the money is sitting down. Nobody knows. Let's launch 1 million coders. You can do it. So launch. Commence the development or commence the drafting of a policy for 24-hour economy. Really, how do we even know if you have commenced or not? You understand? You say you have, but you may probably not even have done it. We won't know. So I don't really think that we should really place, because if I look at it, first of all, the promise is actually 25, not 26 and not 24. The numbering, I think they got it wrong when they were doing it. So when you check, it's 24. And you realize that 25, right? And you realize that the number they have fulfilled are 11. 11 of those 25 promises are what they have fulfilled. And this is based on what they have written verbatim, not any dancing around. You say you will launch. Have you launched or not?
Okay.
You understand? You say you will implement stress-free fees. You didn't say you will launch stress-free fees. So if as of today, no Ghanaian first-year student has received stress-free fee, you can't tell me you have fulfilled it. You have launched it, but you said you will.
Schools were already in session when they.
No, but you said you will do it in this academic year. That was the promise. And then when the minister was asked, he said they will refund. Have you refunded? So if school was in session, it means that you haven't done it.
Right.
Don't come and tell us that because you have gone to launch it. You said you will implement. And maybe I may be wrong, but English is quite clear. Implement and launch are two different things. So they have actually implemented or fulfilled 11, which gives them 44%. They have not fulfilled 12, which is 48%. And then partially fulfilled are 2.
Arafo when nsema chese ai deja ewo NDC4 chese yesi omo first 120 days ni de niama ankoyi amo mo chese omo say omo 25 promises omo promise Ghana for no just 11 pe na ometumi aye no we na nsema ekoso wo NDC fo akachi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onankasa ne ba bema miracles and waba abonti all these facts and figures we nyina beto abonti amesumeji ni nyina bre wa akromati so fo mamu refi sembe like na ma subscribe na ma share na ma hit notification bell no so am se na be abini abibia drop your content awo wonya ne tempa no ahwe no iti am ti si ade bi de mu nyina be si a makra mu nyina meda mu nyina se